What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be saving my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that.
Hello, Tamara.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
25.
Good. What do you got for me?
So I know you guys were talking about like the Drake situation, but
Mhm.
can I tap into the Kanye West situation a little bit? Because I feel like it's a
Go
little
ahead.
bit different.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I agree that I agree with Drake doing what he did because honestly, like no one has any business trying to do whatever she tried to do with the condom or whatever.
Good. What
But
do you
I
got
feel
for me?
like Kanye West situation is a little different.
Mhm.
I feel like only with this situation with Kanye West,
You
I
got
feel like
45 seconds.
men.
45
I'm sorry.
seconds. You got
Oh,
45
oh,
seconds. Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
So I feel like black men need to take accountability for being in the position that Kanye West is in. So when I say that, I mean black men getting into interracial relationships, and then later when the relationship doesn't work out, going to like black media and trying to do interviews and getting like on social media to try to get basically like sympathy and want someone to be on their side.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Right. So pretty much I'm just saying I feel like Kanye West and just
So hold on. A couple of questions. Couple of questions.
okay.
Was Kanye black before he had a problem with Kim?
Yes.
Okay. So he's never denied his blackness.
Um, I don't think he denied his blackness.
Okay. So him going to black media. I mean, he's going to the media he's always gone to.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's a reach. What you're trying to
What's a
paint it. Hold on,
reach?
hold on. Ma'am, I'll let you speak.
I'm sorry.
You're trying to put him in the light of somebody who really ain't in the black community like that, who married a non-black woman, and then it fell apart, and now he's trying to dust off his black card. That ain't Kanye.
No, you don't think so?
I asked you. You said he was black before. He's always used black. He's talked black. He's been. What do you what? Where has Kanye ever acted like a sellout? When?
Well, I mean,
I'm asking you. No, well, when?
I would say there have been times where he's gotten co-signs by Trump, and Trump isn't necessarily
Ma'am. This is where you're
yes.
going to run the file because this is a lot about your feelings, and I don't really get
Well,
it. Hold on, ma'am. You cannot overtalk me. Here's the thing. Um, like it or not, did Kanye West's wife get some black men released from jail, prison?
yes.
Okay. What did Barack Obama and the Democrats do?
I don't think
Nothing.
Barack did
Nothing.
anything
See,
for
this is this.
black
Why
community.
don't you just go ahead and get right down to it? This conversation is a lot about see what happens. You date, get a white woman, and then when it falls apart, she turn her back on you. That's really what you want to say because you have a weak argument. But I'll listen to it.
You
But
said
you,
it's a weak argument?
yeah, it is. Certainly, it's very weak. You want me to show you how
What?
weak it is? Want me to show you how weak it is?
Yes,
Okay, when
please.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian met, what did Kim Kardashian significantly do for Kanye West?
What was that?
66 fucking $1 million.
And I okay.
Don't even say another word until you let that digest. $66 million she gave her man, not her husband, her man.
Can I speak?
After you acknowledge that she
Oh,
gave this
I
man millions of dollars before she was his wife.
okay.
Acknowledge it.
So
Acknowledge
can
it.
I'm
Acknowledge
gonna
it.
Okay, I
This is
acknowledge it.
my show. You're going to run it my way.
Right. Okay,
Acknowledge,
I'll acknowledge it.
acknowledge what is public information and easily verifiable.
Right.
Did
Okay.
she do that?
Yes, she did.
All right. So, what, where, or when do you hear sisters giving men that kind of money? Money,
Oh,
period.
wow. Okay. So can I argue that?
Sure. What are you going to argue?
So I would say that Kanye West, he actually legitimized Kim because when
I
he
don't
met
care about, no,
Kim,
man. We're talking finances. Kim had money, Kanye was in a hole. They both had public brands and personas, but Kanye's was lagging. And whether you like it or not, Kanye became a billionaire with his wife.
but
There's no but to it, ma'am. So your story is based on the fact of black men need to stay with black women because when you get with non-black women, this is how they do you, and that is a weak argument that doesn't even stand up
but
to the facts. What happens more often than not, 80 black men are married to black women at an 84% rate, and you guys want to always focus on the one, two handful of athlete, entertainer, musician, guys in the industry that marry non-black women, and because they experience a divorce that mirrors the same things that are going on in the black community, you want to focus and say what's so bad. Mm-mm. It's a weak argument, man.
but
You
I
can,
would I don't think it's weak. I think it's a legitimate argument.
so you saying the
The
black woman wouldn't have did that to him?
No, I'm saying that there's a chance a black woman might, but
There's a
I feel
chance.
like,
Well, what is the argument? You said that
well,
you said, hold on. The argument you said was, I think that this is what happens when black men get with non-black women, and then they get a divorce, and here's what happens. All right, ma'am. Sorry, weak. But then you said, and then he tried to go on media, and now he wants sympathy from the black community, as if
yes.
that's bullshit. Kanye has never.
How is that
Excuse
BS?
me, because of, okay, man, you're just because you're losing your argument, don't get upset. You said yourself, Kanye has never gone off the reservation. Kanye has never. When did Kanye lose his black card? Is he like off? Because y'all, this happened with Alfonso Ribeiro, Carlton, the guy who played Carlton Banks, guys like Byron Allen, and many black men who marry non-black women often hear this sellout stuff. But Kanye has been black my entire life. He's never not been a black man. You
But
even
I
said
never
it.
said, yes, I never said that he wasn't black.
So why should he?
There's
So
different.
why are you making the distinction that he goes to black media? He's going to the media he's always gone to.
Well, I'm saying he's looking for sympathy because his
He's not looking
non-black,
for sympathy. He's using his platform to advocate for his ballot position. He didn't go to the black media. He's going to the media he went to before any of this stuff. The black media. That's what he's always used. That's why I said you got a weak argument, ma'am. You're trying to make a square peg fit into a round hole. You act like Kanye went to the New Republic or conservative think tanks to talk about Kim. He's went to Drink Champs on Revolt TV, the same place he's always been. True or false, ma'am? True or false?
everything you're saying is true, but that
Then what
still
does it
doesn't,
have? Then what does race have to do with anything? That's my
it
point.
has a lot to do with it because this is a black man who married a non-black woman who does culture appropriating. And now that his relationship isn't working out, he's going to black media to try to
He's
get
going to the same. The man is black. So what?
right,
He's going to the same media he's always used because he's a hip hop star. He's a hip hop artist. He's a rapper.
right,
Ma'am, you're trying to make this black, and it ain't. And here's the honest thing: you got an issue with a black man marrying a non-black woman. What's your?
yes.
That's your problem.
it should be a black community problem.
No,
It's
it
not
shouldn't.
my
No.
problem.
Well, yeah. You know what the problem is? Here's the question, then, sister. How about this? Why'd y'all lose him to Kim Kardashian?
That's why black men has to hold him
No,
accountable.
no, 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 no. I asked, why did black women lose Kanye to Kim? Y'all want us to hold them?
That's
No, ma'am. Listen, question. See, what does your father have to say about it?
my dad is married to my mom,
That's your
who's a
father.
black woman.
Okay, and what does he have to say about these subjects?
I don't know. He doesn't talk about stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm trying to say,
Uh-huh.
what I'm trying to say is, I feel like Kanye. I'm a fan of Kanye, but I do feel like black men need to be held accountable when it comes to things like this because he's crying in the media saying,
First off, stop saying
Kim,
he's crying. He when it see, this is my problem with you and women who say this kind of thing. You guys use loaded, charged language that undercuts the validity. You've got a problem when a successful black man marries a non-black woman. And you
right.
saying black men need to hold them accountable. I'm holding black women accountable. Why are you black women losing your successful black men to non-black women? That's what needs. No, listen. White women aren't losing their successful white men to us.
Because white men have,
Listen, listen. You got an answer for everything other than the fact of why y'all are losing. And now you want us to hold Kanye accountable for. And I'm asking, where were the women looking to looking to give Kanye $66 million? Where were the women looking to bet on Kanye when he was down bad? What were the black women looking to do that? I'm asking. I didn't hear you. All I hear is crickets. And here's a problem. You think you're right, and the fact of the matter is, women who think like you, y'all are losing. Black men
women.
need to hold. Yeah, you're losing because you're not getting married. You're not getting married, and you're certainly not getting married to the men of value.
Well, I am married.
I said women like you. I did not say you. Why are black women in your losing their high value black men to non-black women?
I feel like it's more so why black men are
No,
choosing to.
no, that's the problem. You are stuck in that. Black men are choosing to answer it my way.
Okay, can you ask the question again?
Yeah. Look, do white women complain? Do non-black women complain about lose? Do non-black men complain about losing the women of their race to black men?
To black men?
Mhm.
No.
All right. Why are black women complaining about losing high value black men to other races of women and telling men they need to hold them accountable? You should be asking why these men are leaving. Simple question. If I put Kanye West and all the men who fit in his category, millionaire black men who married non-black women, and we could ask them the truth, why did you choose to marry a non-black woman? Would black women like yourself be willing to listen to what they say and make the changes that they require?
You, in general?
Would black women like yourself be willing to listen to what these men say and then, in good faith, make the changes that these kind of men require?
For me, I would say yes.
In general,
In general, I would say no. But
that's stop. That's why you women like in that position lose because they're not willing to make the changes these men require. And other women are. They're willing to give the men what they want.
But if they're getting divorced, she's
Stop
not
it.
getting, he's not.
Stop it. Stop it. See, you're moving the goalpost. You got to give men what they want or they will not commit to you. That's why I said you got a weak argument. It's a race-based argument. And
And
it's
it's not
it
a
is a
weak
race-based
argument.
argument because of here's the problem. I've already done this video so many times. Why are black women complain about when a black man becomes high value, he leaves and go get a white woman? Okay, then why? And yeah, and here's one thing. I've done this video at least 7 times. And one thing that never happens, even when I talk to pro-blacks, I've sat down and talked to pro-blacks. And I said, look, there's a stat that says 30% of black men who are college educated and married report to have dated or dated out or marrying out. And then they went on, yeah, we need to check those brothers and hold them accountable. And I said, well, before that, don't you think it would be smart to ask these men why they're choosing to do such? Because you're losing 30% of your college educated men. Because they hate their mama, they sellouts. No, I don't want to sit down and talk to no cracker sellout coon ass nigga. And see, the thing is, I'm like, so in other words, you want to chastise the consumer for not buying your product instead of asking him, why didn't you purchase our product? You want
Because a lot of it is based on, you would say, maybe attitude and stuff like, but a lot of it is driven based off of colorism. A lot of it is based off of
not up
racism.
Okay, ma'am. Then why were we married at a rate of 80% prior to 1965? Who?
Because
This is, ma'am. I need you and people who think like you. This solely race-based argument or primarily race-based argument is a losing 20th century old argument. Black, you listen. I'm talking to you and through you. Black people have to understand that even if you're right, you're still losing. Black men are asking black women to be what? Competitive. What does that mean? Fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless. My entire life, black men have been asking black women for several things. No babies from another man, to be fit, your own natural hair, and nice. I need you to listen. Is the average black man getting a woman that doesn't have another man's child and she's fit, meaning 5'4", dress size 4 or 6, 120, 130 pounds, and she's feminine, and she's nice? Is the average black man getting that? I don't care her color, skin color. She light skin, dark skin, fit, feminine, friendly, childless. Is the average black man getting that?
I would say you probably don't want to hear it, but I would say in my world, yes.
Ma'am,
I would say
I
in
don't
general,
care about your world. We're
I
talking
would
about the
probably,
marketplace. I don't want to talk about your world, ma'am, because that doesn't help anybody. Your world is
okay, but what I'm trying to say is in different races, you're not going to get all
ma'am.
4 of those.
I don't ask about it. Look, you
Can
keep
I
trying to
just get
deflect,
my point
ma'am.
out?
Fitness. 80% of our women are overweight. Today, what state do you live in?
Pennsylvania.
Ma'am, go out to any city in the United States where black people live, and I guarantee you, you look at black men and black women today as an average, and the woman is larger than the man.
Okay, so can I just get this point across? So what I'm trying to say is I I understand what you're saying, and I agree. But what I would say is me following like reality TV and keeping up with celebrity news and stuff like that. I see this all the time. I want to bring up another couple. I would say somebody like, I don't know if you remember, but when Joe Budden's mother of his kids, when she went viral for saying black men treat Hispanic women better, but then
You're
she
how old,
got the
ma'am?
same
You're how old?
outcomes
You're
as
how
an
old?
average.
You're how old?
I'm 25.
Ma'am, no disrespect. I'm talking about Kanye and Drake today, but how often do I talk about celebrity? That's another thing in our
But what
culture. We worry so much. What about the accountant that you know? The single black male who's an accountant. Where are the wives? Where are the black women who are wives? I don't care about Joe Budden and celebrity reality TV. I care about the people who live in your neighborhood. The single black men who live in your city. Where are the black women that they're supposed to be married to? Where's the wife material?
there's a lot of wivey material.
Really? So, so your position is there's a lot of wife material that black
Yes,
men
if
just
they're
hold
choosing
on,
to
hold
be,
on. Your position is there's a plenty of wife material. The problem is these black men just don't want to marry him.
yes.
Okay, let's take that case. Then, if that's the case, and if they marry another woman who's not black, then that means he did want to get married. Maybe there's a problem with the material.
But I'm trying to argue that there,
You got to deal with that, ma'am.
but I'm trying to argue that there's
You
nothing
man.
wrong
Okay,
with the
all right.
material.
This is a pointless argument. This is a pointless argument, ma'am. This is why I don't deal with the and more people were like, Kevin doesn't talk about the history of racism, white supremacy, and slavery because it's a circular losing argument. The bottom line is, ma'am, listen and listen very well. The black women in this country today, 26% will marry anybody, anybody, anybody that's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern, or other. Listen, why is why is 3 out of 4 black women going to die alone? Black or any others? Why? They
Hello?
don't. Yeah, why? Why are 3 out of 4 black women going to die unmarried?
Why? Well, why? I'm asking why.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
Because I took race away. I said, why? If white, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and other men marry their women at a 54% rate or higher, if black women aren't marrying black men and they are wife material, then where are the white husbands of black women? The Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and Asian wives of black women? Logically,
Well,
I'll ask you, logically, if they're wife material, then if black men are just uh, genetically opposed to marriage, but they're wife material, then other men should be coming to marry them in maybe not at a 50% rate, but in measurable numbers, and they're not. You don't want to deal with the fact that the issue is not black men. The reason we don't have more black families, it's the women.
well, I would argue that black
You can
women
argue
don't
what
want to
the
be
fuck
married
you
to.
want to. The numbers tell a different story. And the fact that you're still arguing is another fucking problem. That's really the problem. You're 25, you're still arguing this. And you ladies, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. This is
Execute Order 66.
what is baked into the culture. And it was given to you young women, not through men, through your mama and big mama and them.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
This is baked into the culture.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
She refuses to relent. She is not going to stop. She is going to try to make it black men's issue. And more black men are saying this is stupid. We're not going to keep arguing with you. And unless you have a situation to where you're going to produce more wives for the men who want to get married, don't complain about what Kanye West or anybody else does when they choose to get married. Because, sorry, they're marrying somebody. They're marrying somebody, and if you're losing them, that ain't on us to fix it. It's on y'all to realize why you lost.
This episode is pretty funny. So, off rip, this woman is coming in purposely just trying to be disagreeable. She's not coming in with any sense of optimism, some objectiveness, none of that. She has her mind set up and she's not going to change her mindset. She's pretty much coming in saying, it's the black men's fault. The black men need to be the one focusing more, being the ones that are critiqued more. And then when the mirror is reflected and then held up against her and said, well, okay, if that is the case, and you want to take that into account, why don't these black women just marry anyone? It doesn't really necessarily have to be a black man. Why don't they marry anyone? And then there lies the problem. Because maybe, just maybe, it's not all on the men. Not all the time. It can't be for every time. That's another thing. We then have to start holding up the mirror, start taking accountability, and start realizing that sometimes we are our own problem. But this woman can't even see that because, one, she's not dealing with these women. She's not. But what's funny is her friends, I guarantee you she sees the sly and weird behaviors from them. And that's their best friend. So what do you think they're doing to their man? You have to ask yourself. This woman is just completely oblivious. But this is funny because, 25 minutes in, she just wants to be disagreeable. Truth gets laid out to disagree. Facts laid out to disagree. Okay, then we add a little bit of life experience, some things that you've noticed, disagree. With women like this, sometimes you can't win at all. And it doesn't even matter if you're telling 1,000% of the truth. It's not going to matter. But this was interesting. I want to know what you guys think about this. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this conversation. Did she have any good points to go off of? What was a good point that Kevin made? Or just give us some general advice, about this topic and things around this topic. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.